How you doing, folks? All right. I hope you're smiling and I hope you're happy. And I am having a little bit of therapy whilst having my morning coffee. Splitting kindling. That is one of the most therapeutic things that I feel I do in my world. I really, really do enjoy splitting kindling. What's your thoughts? Send me in the comments. You know, for those that live alternative lives, things like this as a potential everyday chore. Admittedly, when I am doing kindling, like I am now, I do enough to last me a couple of weeks at a time. It don't take that long. Got a pile of it there, and that's enough of kindling. Look at the beautiful, beautiful sunny weather we're getting. We're getting some really fine weather at the moment. Sorry I wasn't looking at you. Been a little bit busy. Sliding around on my non-swivelly stool to get me coffee. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, so, yeah, brighter days, longer days. Getting loads and loads and loads of solar. Brilliant. This Sunday, you'll be wanting to watch. I've what I call phase 2 of the hydro system. I'm going to be putting that video out this Sunday. I've got myself very slightly ahead of things with this in regarding videos for the channel, and an awful lot has been going on in the background, and all will come to light given time. I'm not going to give the game away straight away, but to me it's quite exciting. I've been approached by a company to review a product. Wouldn't necessarily say it's something I would really go out and say I want to get, because I do live in a frugal way, but I actually believe it will be very good for me. So I thought, why not? That will come a bit further down the road because I need to do tests and things with it. There is potentially a new addition to the camp. No, it's not an animal. But there we go. And there's quite a few bits have been going on. I've still been working hard on what I call my big construction projects. There's more of that to come. I was saying there's so much more to come, so much more. But it's all exciting times. I'm keeping busy, not getting much chance to get bored. Been sidetracked with having to do things in the outside world. Some not so pleasant, some pleasant. Dealing with legal issues regarding my mother's estate is is extremely stressful, and definitely not enjoyable. But needs must. We'll do that. There's been a lot of that going on in the background. I'm not going to divulge on here the ins and outs of anything regarding that, because that to me is a very private matter. But it's just sort of letting you know that, you know, even my world, that always seems to come across to you guys as, yeah, oh, it's the perfect world. Well, yeah, it is kind of the perfect world, but we have hurdles that aren't connected to this in alternative way, and yeah, it's not fun. Leave it at that. But alongside that, I was putting some fuel and I was in a garage forecourt a week or two back now, and a complete stranger came up to me and said, "You're that man, aren't you?" And I went, "What?" He said, "You're that man off YouTube. Explain yourself." And then he sort of explained, and then obviously he knew it was me. And him and his partner, lovely couple, and ironically, don't live that far away from me. If you're watching, you know who you are. And it was a pleasure to meet you. First time anybody's approached me, possibly because I don't go out that often. First time anybody's ever approached me and going, "You're that man." Didn't quite know what to make of that because, you know, I'm not one for that aspect of life, but inevitably, as this channel is growing, that fact of life is going to potentially become a little more apparent. Something, it's another hurdle that I personally, you know, psychologically, mentally, have got to, I say accept, but cope with as and when it arises. But all good, all good. Lovely couple. Pleasure to have met you. And yeah, I've been sort of given another little project along with the big projects. There's another one. I'll explain that one soon. That'll be hopefully very interesting. It's a slightly different slant on alternative living from what you see here, but it could be fun. And I think, and I'm pretty sure it will be fun. But there we go. Yeah, so this more than anything, it's just a quick little interim update to sort of say that, you know, I'm constantly being busy in a very good way, sometimes a bit challenging, but on the main, it's all going very, very well. And you will see over the next few weeks that yeah, things are really, really changing for the better. So, but yeah, even now, normally I'll just sit down and have a cup of coffee, but you know, we've got sun in the sky, not quite as well today as we have had it, but it's still sun in the sky, it's still free energy. A little bit chilly this morning. So I thought, because yes, still using the log burner in the evenings, just to take the edge off. It's not cold, but it's just, yeah, just taking the edge off. So the amount of logs I'm using are slowing down. Because I'm not using the log burner so much, I'm not cooking on it quite so much, which then I'd have to be using the gas, which obviously that costs me money. But now that I've got the solar energy, you know, using things like the slow cooker, and you can make some really wonderful meals with the slow cooker. I'll probably do a little video of little concoctions that I make with a slow cooker. There's something else that just, I'm full of ideas, full of enthusiasm, and I'll put it down to, well, you guys supporting me, encouraging me to keep going. When, you know, when I was in my sort of darker moments, and I do thank you from the bottom of my heart for each and every one of you that have given me positive comments and willing me to go on. So yes, thank you for that, and I really do appreciate that. The comments, heartfelt comments, absolutely wonderful. I've recently, for a very dear friend who owns a horse, she doesn't have a four-wheel drive vehicle anymore, but needed to transport her horse, and she asked if I would. Of course I would. She's become a very dear friend, and she's done an awful lot for me. Yeah, mentally, you know, support psychologically, and yeah, I would do anything for her. But she's a truly wonderful person, and but yeah, so there's, you know, there's aspects of that, you know, other objects here. So much going on, but it is, on the whole, it's all very, very good, and hopefully you're going to see some wonderful, wonderful things in the literally coming weeks. You know, there's so much going on. The vibrancy of spring is in the air. That's in my soul now. Yes, those slightly longer evenings and slightly warmer days. How can you not be enthusiastic? Anyway, that's enough from me because I'm going to finish my coffee off. Chicken logo's up in the corner there. The comments, they're down the bottom there. Please, I love your comments. You will see if you look at them all. Yes, I do answer all the comments. It's a little morning routine for me now, and I actually enjoy it. So please keep those comments coming. But enough from me. Coffee with Kev. Keep smiling. Keep being happy. Look at me. I am. So can you. Take care, folks. See you Sunday. You'll want to watch it. Cheers.